it's not nearly as humorous when I don't have a odd Snapchat filter on. But the story, which I was actually going to just like screen record and put up so you could read it yourself. I think I'll just read it because I don't think anybody's going to read that. So the story is, today I had to bring my 8-year-old daughter to Mitchell, South Dakota to pick up her new glasses. I had a few things I needed to get from Walmart for the kids' lunches, and she and I made our way through Walmart. I have her right next to me holding onto the cart with me, and we're getting some eggs. As we are walking, a large, older man looks down at her and says, "Well, isn't that a lovely dress? I could just eat those sweet little oranges right up." I'm taken aback by the comment and replied, "Do not talk to my daughter or anyone else's daughter ever again." And he responds by looking at her. "She looks like a bottle of Sunkist. I could drink her right up." And now I'm pissed, and I tell him he's a creep, and I grab her hand and put her in between me and the cart. I can hear him whistling as he walks the other way. There is a lady close to me, and you can see her mouth wide open through her mask and eyes large at the whole incident. We move fast and find a Walmart employee, and I tell the lady what has happened and what he's wearing and what went and how it went. And my 8-year-old can tell I'm upset and says she's sorry. I tell her she's done nothing wrong, but we should grab the rest of our stuff and get out of there. So we get to the checkout line, and she stays right next to me as I'm getting ready to pay, and I notice the same man in line behind us. And I tell the checkout lady a snippet of what happened and ask if someone can walk us to our car. She says yes, go to the customer service, and someone in a yellow vest will be there shortly to talk to me. I take my daughter's hand and the cart and wait at customer service. This creep then sees us standing at customer service and then moves over to checkout 8, so he has a direct line of vision to her and I. I put her behind me next to the counter so he can't see her, and he stands there diddling with his items and keeps looking over at us. All I can think is, what an idiot I am for leaving my purse in the car. We'll go back to that. It has my pepper spray in it. I didn't plan on being there long, and I just took my card. Why did I not take my purse? Why did I have to be in a hurry? Why do I have to feel safer with my children with pepper spray? Good question. Young gentleman from Walmart with a yellow vest comes over and is talking to me about what happened, and I tell him, and he's floored that this man has followed us to the checkout. He tells me he has to tell someone and for us to stay right there, and he will walk us out when this man is gone. He walks us to the car and makes sure we're both in the car and get it locked before he leaves. I sit back in my car and cry. I have always lived in a small town USA and have chosen to raise my children in a small community. We feel safer, but are we? How is this acceptable behavior? I would never in a million years have thought this would happen to me, to us, to my little girl. Why do I have to tell her, crying in my car in the parking lot, that there are so many bad people in the world that she has to trust no one? To remember stranger danger. She tells me she's sorry, and she tells me she doesn't know why I'm upset and that she's sorry that the mean man upset me. She doesn't realize that I'm crying for her innocence. I'm crying because I will not always be able to keep her safe. That this by no means is her fault, and I love her so much it hurts. I read all the stories on Facebook of this similar situation happening to others, never thinking that it could be us, it could be me, it could be my 8-year-old daughter being objectified by a puke of a human being. To all the parents out there, keep your children close. Keep them safe as possible. Remind them that there are bad people everywhere. I pray for all of you that it will never happen to you, but I never thought it would happen to us. Pictured is the puke of a worthless human being, and the dress that must have caught his eye on my 8-year-old. I don't know who he was, but stay the hell away from this waste of space. And let me see. I can't turn it around, so this will have to be another cutaway or whatever. Hold on, maybe I can just flip the phone around or something. That's the gentleman there. And this is the little dress. Okay. So that's the story, and as sad as it may be, here's another story. Your purse should have been the last thing on your mind, lady. The fact that you felt like you needed pepper spray in the middle of Walmart to defend your 8-year-old daughter from a random disturbs me. When you're sitting in the car telling her about stranger danger, yet you did not demonstrate it in front of her. Here's how this would have been handled had this been me and my 8-year-old daughter. The gentleman would have said one word to her about anything creepy. I mean, him saying she was pretty is that's not a big deal. That's a compliment. But talking about eating her clothing or whatever, super creepy. In this day and age of pedophilia and rampant pedophilia, you can't take any chances with randoms at Walmart. You can't take any chances with that guy seeing you walk to your car, and maybe he's a police officer. You never know. You don't know. Okay? I read Epstein's manifest, and it wasn't just Bill Clinton that was on that plane. Multiple times. It was Secret Service agents. So, obviously, you know how that made me feel. These people don't necessarily stay in Secret Service their entire life. They go on to do different things. And they have access to information that people like you and me don't have access to. And they continue to have that access, whether we like it or not, probably for the rest of their lives. No matter how much the White House likes to say they're decommissioned, they're not. They still have access. And what if one of them's a twisted freak? What if they're all twisted freaks? What if that's the reason they went with him? What if he selected that specific bunch to go with him to Epstein's Island because he knew that they were down for that sort of thing? I don't know. I don't know why he went there. I don't know that I don't know that he was into that sort of thing. I don't know that. All I know is it's on the manifest that he went multiple times. And it's nauseating because I understand what went on there now. And, he's not a stupid man. Okay, maybe he's a little stupid when it comes to his sex life. But, he's a Rhodes Scholar. He's not a stupid man. Did he not know at some point this whole shebang was going to get busted? I mean, all of the actors that have freely and proudly gone to this island, and I read the names, and it's like, are you serious? What? You? Like, did you not know at some point all of this was going to come out? How could you not know that? Everything comes out. Like, after people die, stuff still comes out about them. So, declaring yourself a Greek citizen is not going to save you. Even though they have, limited extradition laws in Greece. It's not going to save you if one single child comes forward and says you did something to them. Greece is not going to save you, buddy. That's probably the dumbest thing you could have done. I mean, you just put a banner over your head. And y'all know who I'm talking about. The people that are following this story know who I'm talking about. And it makes me sick because I really, really liked him. But, I liked his characters. I liked the characters that he portrayed. And if he did something, he's in trouble. And he's going to have to deal with that. And his career is over. And that also makes me sad. And I will never watch another movie that he's in. And that also makes me sad. But you know what makes me sadder is who he's touched in other ways. And that can't be forgotten.